Hey guys, welcome back. Origami here, bringing you another episode of our PTCGO live content videos. Now today we're playing a deck that I was actually really interested in the concept of, but I haven't had a lot of time to test it, like IRL whenever we do that like testing before the set releases, and that's going to be Boltund with Tapu Koko V. So I really like the idea of this deck. It's like Pikarom. It's like the Pikarom deck, but you took out all the tag teams, right? So you're only giving up 2 prizes at a time unless you're playing against ADP, but we'll worry about that in a second. But it's really interesting. I like the idea of it just because Boltund is inherently such a strong card, with Electrify being able to charge energies on the board, and then Bolt Storm being Rayquaza's attack, 30 damage times the amount of electric energy on the board with a 10 base. And then, of course, we just kind of attack early game with Koko because Koko is just an inherently a strong card. It hits 200 damage for 3 energies, and we're in a lightning deck, so it's not exactly difficult. We also have Spike Draw just to help us draw some more cards if we need to. It's got free retreat. It's got all the goods, and being weak to fighting is good because there's not like any good fighting types right now. So before we get into the video, you guys know the drill. Drop a like if you haven't already. Subscribe, share all that good jazz. Remember to like the video for a chance to win a couple Rebel Clash codes. I got an extra 50 here. Thanks to our lovely sponsors like Guardian Gaming to give away for each video. So drop a like, answer the comment question today being like, I don't know, who's your favorite electric type Pokemon? A lot of people really like Boltund. I'm surprised. Because we were on stream and I pulled this card and I was talking about how I have a dog named Molly I have a dog named Molly who's now with my friends, but they look just like Molly. Molly looks just like Boltund, so like I don't know, it's adorable. I think it's great. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right into this. So there's not really much to explain with the deck, so we're probably just gonna like whip through. We are playing one Eldegoss, so I'm not playing the Scoop Up Net Engine in this build. I kind of like the idea of just squeezing in 4 Crushing Hammers into my builds, just to disrupt things like ADP and Dragapult. I know some ADP lists are going the energy switch route just to deal with control, which means I can get turn 1 GX attacks, but if we can land heads on a Crushing Hammer, it's an easy like disruption, especially versus Dragapult. So it's actually, I really like the Crushing Hammers in just my builds in general. But if you don't like the Crushing Hammers, you could easily cut them out for anything else. I'm still playing the Mars Shadow just in case Chaotic swells up, or we can throw our Thunder Mountain down. 2 Jirachis. Once again, if you want to play 4 Jirachis and you want to cut out some Crushing Hammers, that seems easy enough to me. I'm still playing Mew because the mirror, like Pikarom, does sound really annoying versus this deck, and I'm playing Fion as well because I don't always, because if I'm gonna be, there's some games where I'm just like hitting for like 30, not 30, I should say like 100 damage early game, maybe like 70 damage, like not extremely high amounts of damage, just kind of setting things up. And sometimes I just want to hit something in particular, or not hit the active Pokemon. So Fion comes in handy for that. We are playing 2 Dedenes because we want to be consistent. I'm still playing 2 Zapdos. I do actually like the Zapdos in this deck. Easy enough to set up, easy enough to find things to quick ball. We got switches. Only 2 switches though. Once again, you could easily cut out 4 of these hammers to put 2 more Jirachis, 2 more switches in the build. I'm okay with not doing that. I'm actually only playing 1 Volkner just because we're not a Pikarom deck, right? We don't need to find electromagnetic radar. We don't need to find a lot of stuff. Volkner is only really useful for getting like exact item cards we need for the turn. And I'm playing a lot of energies in this deck, as you can tell, just because we want to make sure we have a lot of energies on the board. That's going to be the deck, guys. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a couple of games. Let's see how this deck works. This is like a theory craft right now. You could easily just, it's essentially a Pikarom deck, but I took out the Pikaroms, right? So like a lot of standard Pikarom decks are playing 2 Boltunds with like 1 or 2 Koko Vs. So obviously I just added more of those cards, and I took out the whole Pikarom engine with electromagnetic radar because obviously I can only find us a GX now, the Dene, which is going to be our GX attack of choice a lot of the time. It's probably going to be like an early game GX attack if we can, just because it's a good way to just paralyze our opponent, give us extra turns to set up energies on the board. But in the process, we're usually losing 1 energy, but that shouldn't be that big of a deal. Koko lead is great, the rest of his hand is not so great. If we can get like a research, that could be pretty nice. Losing Great Catcher early is annoying, but we'll see. Let's see what we can do. We can't Spike Draw obviously, but we get to draw 2 more cards thanks to the speed energy. I mean, ideally I can dump these energies, use Koko Prism. Another thing that's annoying about this deck is if you prize Koko Prism, that is super annoying. Let's see, we get Mew and we get Boltund, so nothing great at all actually. So, just in case we get donked, I guess I'll bench the Boltund and I'll pass. Looks like we're playing against the mirror, so the Mew is probably going to be put down here in a second. If he plays down Coco, what's not called Coco? If he plays down Thunder Mountain, that's probably going to be useful for us. Especially if he plays Jirachi's in his build, we can just easily boss his orders open Jirachi. This is Toxicity, never mind. Because we only have 2 energies on the board next turn if we attach, right? Assuming we don't top deck something to get us out of this. Slumbering Forest, so he's going for a sleep build of Toxicity, which is really strange. Because the boost comes only from poison, right? That is really weird. But you know what, we'll take it. Look at those fancy lightning energies, bro. Dude, I gotta tell y'all, I got a booster box the other day from a friend, right? So that was super sick. And I opened it, and the first 3 packs was a Eldegoss, a full art Eldegoss, and a Dragapult VMAX, right? The rest of the packs were garbage. Hey, you martyred me, that's pretty good. I guess we don't really need the Mew in this matchup since he's not playing the peak realm as far as I can tell. But the rest of this is not great either. Ugh. The GX attack, I was considering playing Zeraora in my own build, just for this exact reason, but I just decided against it. We have free retreat in this, and we have the switches, but man, he really did charge up 5 energies turn 1. That is insanity. We are stuck. So we're gonna wanna find we're definitely gonna wanna find like a research or something. Oh, there it is. I'm losing a bunch of cards, but I could play the Dene instead and just go from there. Do I want to do that? Not really. I don't think I want to. Yeah, I don't think I really want to do that. I think I'll just play research. There's a chance I could still play the Dene after the research. Let's go ahead and just Crushing Hammer real quick. We'll get rid of... I don't think it matters, right? Because no matter what, he's going to attack me next turn. So I guess we'll force him to find a manual attachment then. Stam doesn't do anything, Eldegoss does nothing. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and research. Fortunately, we're losing our Eldegoss, but that shouldn't be that big of a deal. Well, like I mentioned earlier, we can still use... this might actually be big. Can we get a heads? Oh, unfortunate. We have a chance of attacking with Boltund. If we can get... I mean, we're going to get the Dene here, but... Who do I care about attacking with? Because I could just hit for like a bunch of damage with Coco. Because regardless, we're looking for either Thunder Mountain or the... Let me use Fion first. That way I can force him to pull up something. He's probably just going to pull up the Shuckle, right? So actually, maybe I should have just hit up the Zeraora if my goal... Oh, he's going for the Toxicity. Okay, this works out quite nicely. Just because I wasn't really sure how my opponent was going to work that turn out. Zapdos is down, that's pretty good too. We can play an Escape Board on something. We'll play it on Zapdos, I guess. Maybe Boltund. We'll play on Zapdos. Alright, let's go ahead and... I was really hoping we can get some electric energies in the discard pile by now, but we didn't. So we're really looking for Thunder Mountain now. Do we have it in the deck? It is in the deck. Thunder Mountain or like Coco Prism with like a Quick Ball or something. Let's see if we can find it. We did not find it. Not even a single... Dude, we played 10 basic lightning energies. We've only seen 0 so far. That's wild to me. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. We can't really do much, so... yeah, we'll just pass. That is unfortunate, to say the least. Wow, that sucks. Dude, we haven't seen a single basic. We're already halfway through our deck, right? We haven't seen a single basic energy. And, sorry for clearing my throat, guys. It's Ramadan, so, like, I can't really drink anything to, like, calm my throat down. So I'm gonna try to make it not that bad, but I do apologize. My throat is, like, really weird right now. Ooh, okay, hopefully that should be the last of it. He plays... Oh, he's playing Fungus, but his bench is full. That's funny. Well, now we can't Oko these dudes, but he wasn't able to attack this turn, which is pretty nice. What a weird turn. Maybe we just did Dene again and try to Oko something. Maybe we can go for the Zeraora so he doesn't have free retreat as much. I think we have both the Denes in the deck. Let me double check actually. We're gonna lose research regardless, but that's probably not the best play. I could have got rid of Boltund instead. Okay, we do have the other Dene. We just need to find like a lightning energy. This is so bad. Okay, we have 2 prized. but there shouldn't be a reason why we lost. We can't see any lightning energies, bro. No, this is fine. We'll make it work. I really don't want to... How much am I going to hit here? 260. 260 doesn't really OHKO anything. And we're not going to be able to use Cocoa Prism. Let's Stellar Wish first. Whatever. I guess it's not that big of a deal. We will grab Great Catcher and just take a guaranteed knockout. He'll knock me out, which will put me back down to 0 energies on board, which is kind of whack. I'm not gonna lie. But we can at least OHKO the Zeraora. Which is pretty good, honestly. Like, he doesn't have the energy in hand, he's having a hard time attacking, so we'll try to take advantage of it. Yeah, we'll try to take advantage of that. Let's dump a Boltund, and I don't want to dump Boss's Orders because I might use it next turn. Let's dump an Electro Power. Because the game plan here is to knock these two out and then, like, chip away at the other rest of his Pokemon. So we'll go for the Zeraora now. Yeah. Gonna retreat. And take an OHKO. Hopefully he can't retaliate. I'm really hoping he can't retaliate because he's stuck. But this has been not super great. We can bump a stadium, I guess. Kind of relevant since he can't poison us, but now it's like whatever. Let's see, does he have... Okay, there's the research. Okay, he's going to be able to take a knockout here. Which means we'll lose all of our energies on the board. But he did also lose 2 Electro Power. And, oh, but we lost our stamp. So we're going to want to try to Marnie if we can. And I guess he just whiffed an energy altogether. Like, he pulled off that really big, Zeraora play, and then he just whiffed a Marnie, or whiffed an energy. That's unfortunate. Well, hopefully we don't get into that situation where we don't draw any more energies again. That'd be annoying. Am I, okay, cool. Alright, let's see if we can actually find energies this time. That was ridiculous, bro. Like, I was playing 14 energies in this deck. Oh, I mean, I am now. I was playing 16 energies in this deck beforehand, and that felt like way too much. I was finding way too many energies. And honestly, in our opening hand, we found 3 basic energies, but we just lost them all to Marnie, and then since then, we haven't found anything. What a weird opening hand, but you know what? I'll take it. It's actually not bad. We're going first, too. We're losing both the Dennes in the process, but we're getting a couple draws. We can toss some energies in the discard pile. We're playing against probably... I don't know what this is. Maybe Mewtwo? See Cherish Balls and Rainbow Energies. I mean, ADP, I guess, as well. That's a lot of Cynthias. I don't think you play Cynthias anymore. Marnie top deck is boring. There's a Wooper, so now I really don't know who we're playing against. I guess I bench Coco, and let's go ahead and find something. I could attach an energy, but I'm not going to. Let's just detonate this turn, just to continue setting up my board. Zapdos feels really good right now. Coco Prism's in the deck. How many Quick Balls we got? We got all the Boltunds, all the remaining Quick Balls. We have another 1 basic energy prize this time. Yeah, I'm going to play it on Zapdos, because Zapdos is probably going to be the one taking knockouts here. Early game, at least. Which is another reason why I like this deck, because, like, we have all these different phases of attackers, right? We return. Once again, we whiffed basic energies. Bro, I really need to increase the account. I might even, like, cut down on the speed energies, even though speed energies have proven to be so good. The problem with attaching to Zapdos is that it's going to be knocked out, right? We have switches though, but we only have 2. We only have 1 left. But we have escape boards. We would just lose our things to the same. Let me just attach to the bench for now. Thunderbound is great. Electric Energy is great. That actually means we can use Coco Prism now. Do I want to use Coco Prism right now though, or would I rather use it on a Boltund? I'll wait till next turn. Hopefully he doesn't Marnie me, but I think we'll be alright. We'll pass for now. Hopefully we can get another energy. Honestly, I think I'm just going to... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is not attach an energy to my Zapdos and just continue setting up my board with other Pokemon. Another Zero-Ore. Dude, what's happening? I guess this works on any electric energy, so that's what the rainbow energies are for. I just see... Oh, it is Mewtwo. Mewtwo with Quagsire. Sure. That's fine, I guess. And Super Scoop Ups. You know, that's my boy. My boy's using Super Scoop Ups, the best card in the game. What is he picking up? Wooper? Alright, cool. So now we want to Oko this dude, which is going to be difficult because it's 270. We would need like 3 Electro Powers. So we're probably just going to soften him up with Zapdos. He's got a Fighting Boy back there. Ooh, that's scary. We definitely want to try to load up energies as much as we can. We have Baby Mew, so it will help us against any Naga shenanigans. And we're a 2-prize deck, so we should have time. We can easily knock out this, and then we just want to work on knocking out another one. I don't know if he has any ways to heal. Sabletar. What does Sabletar do? Take an extra prize or 2 extra prize cards? It's pretty good. And now he's going to attack me with... What did he attack me with? Did he GX? Oh, I guess he GX'd. Okay, he GX attacked, so that's scary. A bunch of cards are scary right now. What do I do here? What an interesting turn. I want to Oko this, but that looks like a bigger threat. We lost both of our Dedennes, so we can't Dedenne this turn. We have to research. So this is going to be an awkward game. Let's start with this. Unfort. Coco V, unless we get really lucky off this research, we're not going to take a knockout. But regardless, we're looking to find an extra energy card. Not really. We're just looking to get another Electro Power. Another 2 Electro Powers, which there's only 2 more left in the deck. Let's see if we can high roll. Do I want to bench this? Not really, not on this matchup. Alright, let's go for it. Okay. I think we just hit him for now. We don't have Bolt on down yet, but I think it'll be okay. For the time being, I think we retreat this. Because he's probably gonna like either boss his orders or snipe me. We have the switch in hand, so I think we'll be okay. Let me just do this for now. Let me dance with the ancients. Boop, boop. Alright. Let me attach this here. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and Thunderous Assault for damage. So here comes the big boy, and we can't Oko this thing anymore. So what we're probably going to have to do is paralyze it with Dedenne, which would also pick up the Dedenne for us, which is probably handy. He'll take 1 prize off the Zapdos, Zappy Boy. Can he take a prize? Yeah, he can, easily. And there's the boss's orders, so we're losing a Coco V in the process, which sucks, but I think we'll be okay. This is fine. Yeah, we're just gonna GX him with Dedenne, which will force him to find a switch, or use another one of his super schools. Dude, my throat is killing me. I'm so sorry, guys. We can Marnie him down as well, which seems fine. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna use Marnie. I don't like losing my switch here, but I really want to try to find some other cards. But there's not really anything else I really want to find this turn. But I do want to Marnie him down, even if it's like 1 extra card. Ooh, and we have Reset Slam now, which is great. Alright, cool. We have Bolt on, we can play that down next turn. For now, we're going to Tingly Return, paralyze this boy, and we'll go into Mew. Because I don't think he's playing Snipe, and if he is, like, I guess that sucks. But we don't have the Dene down anymore, so we'll be okay. And we can use the Dene later if we need to. And that does put him in range of Coco with an Electro Power. So we gotta find that Electro Power, which there should be still 2 more in the deck. Okay, good. I'm about to say, unless he gets that scoop up heads, we should be fine. All right, interesting. Let's see what we can do. Oh god, another one. Show me what you got. Ah, good. Scoop up's the worst card, guys, even though it's one of my favorites. Even though I hate this card so much. All right, double tails means we should be safe, actually, which is great. We can take an Oko next turn, then finish this off for game. We should have one more Boss's Orders left in the deck, and we have Eldegoss still. So things are looking pretty good right now. We just really need to find this card. Let's attach this here before we Dedenne. Quick Ball can get us something. Let's see, what do we want to find? Nothing really. Guess we can just play down on Jirachi. We have 2 Electro Powers. We have how many researches left? 1 research, 1 Boss's Orders, 1 Volkner. So we have 3 outs right now, and Eldegoss. So we have a few outs. We should be able to take a knockout here. And we can try to land this hammer, which we did. We'll put that in the back there. We'll reset stamp my opponent. And I guess we're gonna use the Dedenne. I'm afraid of the GX attack from T-Tar, but he already GX attacked me. And we've got the Electro Power, so things are looking marvelous. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and take the knockout here. And we can Boss's Orders for game next turn. Coco spam is cool. It's just a problem like of not finding Bolton or getting enough energies on the board. I wish there was a different way to accelerate energies, like Max Elixir, which would be broken right now, so we don't want to play it. We don't want that in the format. But if we had it, it'd be busted in this deck. Or like Thunder Patch. The whole idea was to like early game use Bolton to like set up the board, especially against like these setup decks like like ADP and Dragapult. We don't really need to do damage early game. We just want to set up our board, right? So in those matchups, Bolton really shines, but we need to find the Bolton first. That's number 1. We are playing a 3-3 split, so it's been just like Coco's just really wanted to shine today. This is just a Boss's Orders away from being knocked out, so hopefully he doesn't stamp me. All right, looks like we're not being Marnied at least. If he does stamp me, we have double research and Eldegoss that we could draw into. But yeah, this should be game. Unless I mean, he's gonna be able to take a knockout, right? But oh no, we won't have enough energies on the board. Is this knockout? I don't think it's knockout. Yeah, it's not knockout. We're good. And we'll just for the fun of it, we'll just do that. There we go. And that is game, right? Yeah, it's game. We'll go ahead and I can't attack this turn without playing a switch. Let's retreat into you. So that's 30, 60, 90, 120, 130. We still need an Electro Power. So I messed up is what I'm seeing. Oh boy, I messed up hard. Oh crap, I could have just Great Catcher too and then completed research and find my last Electro Power. It's okay guys, I forgot that Coco can't attack every other turn. Let's be honest, that's all there was to it. But we're still good. We'll be okay. Let me actually put this skateboard down and Bolt Storm. Ooh, 30 damage short, man. 1 energy short. But we have the Great Catcher in hand, so we should be okay. Once again, even if he does stamp me or Marnie me, we have access. How many Quick Balls do we have left actually? We have 1 more Quick Ball left, assuming it's not prized. And Hammers have been just doing the work lately. It's kind of annoying because like Hammers feel like necessary now, which is annoying because I don't like formats where I rely on like flip cards to help me win. But they haven't done like they just I don't know. What's a good word? What's a good way to put it? Like they don't win me the game. There's a Boss's Orders. All right, so we can easily retreat that. I'm surprised he went to this. I guess he just wants to take the knockout here. No, it's really weird. Why do you go into this out of all things? I'm just gonna Static Shock kill for the disrespect because it sounds hilarious. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Static Shock for knockout. This is so disrespectful. I'm so sorry, sir. Forgive me. Alright, let's move on to the next game. This is Electro Power. Alright, cool. Let's see if we can find like ADP or Drag Bolt. Those are the matchups I really want to test out the Bolton in. Otherwise, the deck is like Coco Spam, which is not bad by any means. Like, you are a free retreat Pokemon that can very easily hit 200 damage with having 200 HP. And 200 HP can usually get you out of OHKOs from a lot of Pokemon. ADP can't OHKO you, obviously. Zacian can OHKO you, and so can Toxtricity, VMAX if they have the poison. But a lot of things just in general can't OHKO you. It kind of makes me want to play things like Giant Charm, but then again, it doesn't really dodge that many knockouts, if anything at all. So you are still a pretty hefty Pokemon. Generally can't give OHKOs. Generally can't get OHKO'd. Only 2 prizes as opposed to 3. Opening hands are whack again, but we're going first, which is good. Actually, this is not bad because we can dump a bunch of energies, which sucks. This is making me really consider playing the Zeraora though. Ooh, this is a Snipe Boy, so we want Mew for sure. Actually, this hand's pretty good if we can draw a Pokemon, like any other Pokemon we want to attach energies to. Oh, there you go. Electro Power being used early kind of sucks, but let me Quick Ball now. Well, then again, I don't really know what I want to get here. I could get the Dene. But do I need to get the Dene? I don't think I do. I probably should have did the other thing first. I'll grab the Dene and then I'm gonna play Research, or this dude, just to see what's gonna happen next. Because my hand's actually pretty good. Skateboard, sure. I'm not gonna use the Dene this turn actually, because like, we already had tossed one energy. We can actually attach the other energy, use the Electro Power, and then the Dene. Like, we don't really need to do much else this turn. I would like to find Coco Prism as quickly as I can. But I can OHKO this because of weakness, which is nice. And Blacephalon. Beast Ball. I'm pretty sure, I remember seeing something, like some Limitless deck was doing really well that played Cramorant, Blacephalon. It was like Firebox, but it had like, Firebox is always a strange deck to me, right? Because you play like one of attackers that are very specific, but it's really interesting. But this is not the list because I don't remember seeing Zacian in the list. Beast Ball though, that's interesting. You may look at reveal an Ultra Beast, so unless you look at your prizes, but you have to shuffle them. So you're not gonna know what else is, you're not gonna know what you're gonna get. Well, this is beautiful. We just get an immediate knockout if we can find Thunder Mountain or Coco Prism here. Do I want to attack with this dude? I think I do. Is it safe? Yes, it is. So, wait a minute, hold on. Let me think about this. If I don't find Coco Prism and I find only the Stadium, I'm only hitting for 70, which is 140. So I want to attach here, just in case. Yeah, all right, let me be smart when it comes to this deck, because I'm not. Well, then again, I was gonna hit with Electro Power, so never mind. I should have attached there. God, crap. See, I'm trying to be smart here, and here I am. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I don't play these decks very often. I don't think I've ever competitively played a Lightning deck before. There's Coco Prism and Thunder Mountain as well, so like we're kind of fully loaded right now. We have 2 energies down there, right? Yes, we do. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes, I don't want to attach to the Coco V, but I kind of have to, don't I, if I'm going to attack this turn. Let me do this first. Hammer is not bad. Research is okay. I mean, our hand is really good for the next few turns. So I don't think I want to research. I think Great Catcher is pretty good, honestly. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll attack with Coco V this turn. It's annoying that it has a lot of energies on it now. I could just say X-nated that and just set up to these dudes. Which means I would be forced to play the Thunder Mountain down now. But it also means if this thing gets revenged, we still have energies on the board. So I'm gonna do that actually. I think this is the right play. Just because I want some follow-up attacks. We have Electro Power in hand as well. Oh no, we don't, never mind. But this gives me an opportunity to attack this next turn in case it comes up, because this is just gonna take a knockout, right? Because we already played an Electro Power this turn, and there's 4 energies on board, so we're just gonna attack with Bolt on here for knockout. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do, but not really. We have double Quick Ball that can search as things like Zapdos if we need to, but we'll be alright for now. Another Coco we can play down, another Electro Power. We can easily knock out the Bucephalon now. So this is what I mean. Like usually we have 4 energies turn 1 if we can find the Coco Prism. So we can usually attack with Bolton immediately, right? Or by the time we start attacking, and there we go. We'll get one more game. This has been actually a pretty short video without me having to cut anything, which is nice. So we'll get one more game here. That first game was kind of weird, just because like we should have lost that game. I mean, not really, because he's still like, I don't know, maybe not. But we did have a really hard time setting up that first game. But now like everything else is working smoothly, so I think it was just a matter of bricking. I mean, like, I don't know how you brick, finding basic energies, but that seemed like that was all there was to it. So we'll play one more game. I'm once again really hoping to find something along the lines of a Dragapult or ADP list, but I only have so much time because I have to go back to class in about 30 minutes. So I have to prepare. And it'd be nice if we can find a game. There we go. Let's see. 6 win streak. I didn't even notice. Nice. Nicey. I saw Psychic. It might be Dragapult. That'd be nice. Then again, I have to wait for people to actually get the deck list, but it's still like, it's been like a few days past release by now. I was hoping that like most people would get it. But I don't play a lot of PCGO, so maybe just my elo is too low. Okay, we are going second, which is not bad if we can find everything we need. I have to find a Switch, a skateboard, possibly Electro Power. Let me just play that down. I guess I didn't really need to play that down because I didn't have to reveal what I was playing. But we do have a pretty good board. We're playing Metal Water. I guess that's ADP, right? Guzma Hall as well. All right, cool. It's not like ideal, but no, it is ideal actually. Okay, cool. This is good. If we're going second, that means it gives us more chances to find things like Crushing Hammers. Having that is nice too. And another Cramorant, bro. This is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Look at this dude. He's such a doofus. All right, so there's a Zacian down. Very surprised he tosses Zacian. His hand must be super duper lit. It must be complete fire if he tosses Zacian. He must have like 2 more in his hand. Keldeo still. Well, Keldeo doesn't stop V's. Why did he do that? Anyways, let's see. Show me the magic. No, that's not magical. Well, we're definitely going to try to knock this thing out this turn. But if I want to do that, I don't think attaching to the Coco's the way to go. I mean, if we get a perfect turn, it would work. Yikes, that sucks. Do I want to lose a boss's orders? Not really. I guess this isn't the biggest deal in the world. In the end of the day, I'm still just trying to find all my pieces. Let's just attach here, that's fine. That is a lot of cards that we're losing. I could easily quick ball into I can easily use Volkner, but that feels unnecessary. We're just gonna go ham and try to find everything. I didn't even check if it's not prized, but I haven't had a chance to look through my deck yet, so. Let's see, there's quick ball. Actually I did, right? Didn't I quick ball? I don't remember. No, I didn't, okay, cool. Alright, so we have this, which is step 1. But we don't have the other steps, but we do have Marnie. So, let's dump a Jirachi. There's everything else I might use this turn. Let's see, we have Coco Prism, which I think we have to find, even though I'd rather find Boltund. Do we have the Stadium? We do have the Stadium. We did not get Research. We have Marnie instead, which is not great, but we will have to make do. I could attack with Zapdos as well. So we have a few Pokemon that can attack. We already used 1 Electro Power, so if we can find Zapdos and Thunder Mountain, or if we can find Coco Prism, no, we did not find those cards. So it looks like we are going to just use Electrify this turn and set up our own board. We also missed another Hammer, which is not great. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and use Electrify this turn to set up our board. Yeah, we'll just Electrify, that's fine. We have 5 energies in the discard pile? That's not good. That is not good at all. Do we put them on, I guess we put them on Jirachi, right? We'll just put them on Jirachi, just spread our energies about. Why do we have so many energies in the discard pile? We had 5 energies? That doesn't make sense. Why did it show 5? Oh, it's from the deck. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was so worried about it from being inactive. Why did he put this down? Like, why did he put this down over the Zacian? I'm so lost. Why did he do that? All right, so we have a lot of energies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have 6 with a manual attachment. 61, 21, 80. It's not a knockout. It's 190 damage. This is still doing more damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could paralyze him, force him to find a switch with a 3-card hand. I kind of like that idea, but I'm losing energies on the board if I do that. So I'm going to make that a option, a just in case option. We're going to try to find Thunder Mountain to make that work, but if we don't, it's not a big deal. I'd rather not use Marnie. There's Electro Power. Geez, we're gonna get 230, but that's not enough damage. I guess we're gonna use Research. I'm losing a lot of energies here, but we still have like 3 more draw energies. Who knows? We might find like 3 Electro Powers off this. Let's just go ahead and do that. No Thunder Mountain. We do have Great Catcher, so we can take a knockout 1 and a boss's orders as well for the following turn. So we might just start taking knockouts on everything that is an ADP, because ADP can't OHKO us. So that actually might have to be the play. And I kind of like the idea of that play too. So I'm going to do that. Actually, I can just take a knockout immediately, right? Oh, we don't have Electro Power. Ooh, that sucks. If we had Electro Power, this Fion would have been like actually beautiful. I'm going to bench the Fion now. I don't want to bench the Fion now because that's a giveaway, right? I want to keep the switch. I think I'm just gonna knock out Crammer here. Let's just knock out the Cram. I really want to keep Quick Ball. I want to keep everything in my hand, but we can't. So, not to mention, like, this is just gonna give me like another boss orders next turn, the turn after next, I mean. So we'll dump the Quick Ball. Yeah, Fiona might be useful too. Like, I'm just keeping all my options for gusting because I just want to take as many knockouts as I can here. He should not be able to OHKO me next turn unless he goes completely ham with Metal Saucers and discarding a bunch of energies. So we're going to just Thunderous Bolt here, take a prize. Next turn, Boss's Orders, take another prize, and then the turn after that, take another prize. This is great now because now I can use the Fion with no fear, but we do have to switch into a retreat, which we have the switch in hand already. So, and there's a Marnie. That's unfortunate. I was really debating benching the Fion for exactly this reason, but I didn't want to give away that that's what I was doing. We do have Thunder Mountain though, but now he has the Swell Up, and we need to find the other dude before we bench that. Okay, we might just lose it now though. Let's see. Yeah, we might. Oh, that sucks. I don't want to lose it. He has the item lock, dude, as well. This is old school ADP. Mew doesn't do anything for us. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to lose it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 22 damage. So we're hitting more now, which means if we find 2 Electro Powers, Bolt and a manual attachment, Bolton just gets the knockout. So we're gonna actually have to go that route, which is not great by any means, but gotta do what we gotta do, right? I don't think he has a way. Oh wait, he has Crammer right there. So I'm gonna bench this Mew just in case Crammer starts becoming a problem. Yeah, we're gonna lose this hand. I guess we'll lose this Swell. No, I don't want him to play down another one, so let's do the do. Show me the goods. There we go. And we got the manual attachment, right? That's double Electro Power. That's 60 more damage. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 14, 21, 22, and then plus 60 more damage. That is what I'm talking about. There we go. Now the deck is showing off its goods. Now the deck is really showing off its goods. Now we should take an OHKO here, right? I'm not doing my math wrong. Yes, there we go. And all we need is a boss's orders to win the game now. That is beautiful. That's what I like to see. And if we find one more Electro Power, we win the game with just Coco B. So this is looking very nice for us. What is that? Oh, he's going to use my research. So he's looking at my hand to see what I can. That's such a. Why would you play that card? Well, is he? What is his list? I mean, like, he's doing all the right things, right? He hasn't missed a beat yet. He managed a GX attack turn 2, attack me Zacian turn 3. He hasn't missed a beat, but the deck is so weird. And of course, like if you were playing the energy switch version, he could have done it faster. But I digress. We're just looking for one more electro power. We only have one more left in the deck. Actually, we can just Eldegoss if we know it's in the deck. Let me check. Yeah, if we know it's in the deck, we just Eldegoss for game, right? Yep. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Yep. That's 220. He shouldn't be able to resist any of my damage. So give me a hard draw real quick. For fun, we'll do some flips. See how many heads I can get. None there. None there. I don't know why I'm doing all this. I shouldn't. I'm just BMing. I shouldn't do this. I have absolutely no reason to be doing this. I'm just because I'm always like worried that like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? Like, what if I'm messing up right now? I'm just gonna lose the game. Boop. There we go. And it should be GG. There we go. Well, I mean, we took on ADP, I guess. It's not ideal, right? But we managed to go undefeated with this deck, so that's cool. That's fun. Well, that's the deck list. There's definitely a few things I want to change. For instance, I think Zero Aura is not bad. I don't like having the Zero Aura down. As you can see, the reason why I didn't play Zero Aura is because my bench is so full, right? My bench ends up becoming really, really full with Zero Aura down. And I really want to find my basic energies faster. So those are two options you have if you want to change the deck up. I definitely do want to play Zero Aura now though, just because I'm going to have games where I have way too many basic energies and a GX attack will just set me up for game the following turn. It's still only a 2-prizer. Its ability is always nice. But as you can see, this is what I mean. But like Bolton can really set up your board in games that like in games against ADP and Dragon Ball, like decks that usually need at least an extra turn to set up their GX attacks or like their big attacks, especially against Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball usually is not going to be taking a lot of Okos by any means until they've attacked a few times. So Bolton being super useful for those matchups is great. I'm trying to think what I want to cut. I do like the Crushing Hammer. It's just because it's always a nice add to have against these matchups too. Slow down your opponent even more. Even in matchups that's not against ADP or Dragon Ball, you can still slow them down with some well-timed Crushing Hammers, or some good flips, I should say. But I don't know what to cut for the Zero Aura. I could cut one Coco. But Coco is just proving to be really useful. I could cut a Bolton, but you know, Bolton, we really want to make sure we find them and cut a Zapdos, but Zapdos is pretty good against a bunch of different matchups. I think I might just cut one Coco for the time being. Other cards I want to play more of. I'm only playing a 3 Research 3 Marnie. You could easily play more of these, but we haven't had any like consistency issues this game because we were always able to get it to Dene. Great Catcher proved to be pretty good, especially on that game where I misplayed and didn't Great Catcher, even though I should have, but that was, you know, that's my ignorance. Like I said, I don't play with these cards very often, so I forgot that Thunderous Bolt doesn't let you attack twice in a row. That would be pretty broken though, I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty good card. I can cut the stamp, but I like having these one-ups when I play Volkner. Eldegoss was useful. Everything was useful, right? Like I can't think of anything that wasn't that good. Fion would have been great. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna drop one Coco because we seem to find them very often. Prizing becomes a lot scarier, but Zero Aura does feel like just a nice addition. This is like a pretty good GX attack, even though we were able to do some wonders with the GX attack with the Dene, but just as an option. Like it's not a card that we're gonna use very often, but it is another card that can hit more damage for only 3 energies than Bolton can for 3 energies on the board. So it's another attacker that can hit hard, and it's not that bad. So I don't know, that's the deck list, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. It's actually a lot of fun to play. It's pretty budget. Most people already have these cards for the most part. Of course, it's kind of hard to call anything budget with Boss Lords being expensive, but Eldegoss isn't that bad, and then the Boltons aren't that bad either. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, share all the good jazz, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
I